guys, welcome to what is apparently the greatest game ever made.
I wouldn't know. I've never played this.
I wouldn't actually call it that. But you know, it's like you know, Ocarina of Time fans are extremely defensive about how this is their favorite game of all time. It's either this or Final Fantasy VII. Like these two games were like right next to each other when they came out, and both of them got similar reception on release, and still have their fans who believe that kind of thing.
Yeah. And to be fair, this game's atmosphere is fucking nuts, dude.
Oh,
like this opening scene. This opening scene plus the ocarina melody, fucking hell of a way to start a game, dude.
Yeah, I like this. I like this game a lot, actually. But before we get into anything involving the game, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi. I'm Kiri, or I guess, well, username is Critter. I'm new to here. I'm friends with Carrie. She's been my best friend for a whole lot of years, since the 6th grade.
Yeah, like 14 years.
All right. Carrie and Kiri.
Good luck.
Yep, good luck with that.
Yep, throw it into the walls.
All right. So because I actually need to ask on this channel, like, more often than not, who here has played this game?
Me.
Nope.
I haven't. I'm pretty sure my brother has, though.
All right. That file labeled Cowboy, it has not beaten the game, but it is what came with, it's what came with my used copy.
Yeehaw.
Oh, okay.
Is it Spike Spiegel?
You know, it most certainly could be. Imagine just taking a Zelda game and replacing Link with Spike.
Fuck swordplay. All you got is your Jericho 945 and your fucking hand-to-hand combat.
He doesn't even need weapons. He can just kick the shit out of them.
It's true. Remember when he beat the shit out of Electro with a fucking, like, mop? She was crazy.
Each Kokiri has her own guardian fairy.
Kokiri?
Whoa. Confirmed. Kiri is...
However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy.
And I'm glad he gets the best one in the series.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone makes the jokes, but really I don't think Navi's that bad, actually.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just fine. I think it's just a running gag, maybe.
It really is at this point. Like, I don't know. Like, if you're a first-time player, if this is your first time playing this game, Navi is fucking helpful, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only time she's really a nuisance is when she just like, interrupts saying where you're supposed to go. But that's really only something that happens early on as well.
I see Link's face.
Yeah, he was very scared of Groot.
And that's the only time he ever emotes in the game.
Yep.
Yep, everything else is just, he's probably determined, or I don't know what that look is, that resting bitch face he's got all the time.
Apathetic.
Navi the fairy, listen to my words. The words of the Deku tree. Does he have to talk like that?
Isn't it Deku? I thought it was Deku, I'm sorry.
I say Deku.
Tomato, fuck it.
Yeah, you're right.
Malevolent forces, even now, are whatever, I didn't read it in time. For so long, the Kokiri Forest stood as a source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and I pressed the A button too fast! It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to get a fairy. That's right, finally giving it to him, you know, it's the hype, but at this year's, E3, he gets one.
We reveal that you too can get your very own fairy. It really makes you feel like Link.
You know, I distinctly remember when Carrie told me that you guys were doing an Ocarina of Time recording, I got a flashback from when I was, I don't know, maybe in high school, middle school, somewhere between there, and I stumbled on an actual abridged series for Link Ocarina of Time, and it's very dated, it is old as hell, but I just remember finding it the funniest shit ever.
I mean, yeah, like, there's not that, like, the idea of making, like, abridged parodies out of games makes, you know, it makes its own level of sense, and I think...
Oh, sorry.
In the right hands, it could do really well. Like, I mean, like, you know, Team 4-Star has their parody of Final Fantasy VII, and I love that shit.
Yes, sir.
A British series were really fun. I think that they're still fun anyways. Who knows in this time, in this year, but still, I just remember it, and I also remember there was a big joke in the first episode of the Abridged series because it looked like one of the elves was fucking a rock.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Told me this before.
This reminds me of the Legend of Awesome, where he's like, "Dude, shut up! You have to save the world. That's fan-fucking-tastic. It's your responsibility." All right, whatever.
It's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Great.
So is Navi just like a sphere with wings?
Yes, all
Yes.
fairies are in this game.
Wow.
And yet, in the cartoon series that was made, Navi doesn't look like. I don't think all the fairies look like glowing orbs. They actually look like humanoid fairy bodies or something. I don't know.
Other Zelda games do give them humanoid fairy bodies. That cartoon is actually older than this game, so that's not even Navi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering what the cartoon is even doing there, but
It's weird. It's like they did it to promote the game. They were also doing the Super
Hey, it's
Mario
Luigi.
cartoon. Luigi.
It's Luigi.
It's not Saria's song. It's Luigi's song.
Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link! I'm just gonna say Link, even though I went to June. Wow, that's great news! I'm so happy for you! Now
think we
you're a
found the
true
right voice.
Kokiri, Link!
Oh, that's
Is that
perfect.
right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree! I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree, paisano!
Thanks, Luigi.
So, okay. On the note of Link, like this particular incarnation of Link, I want to bring
fucking
something up that I
what?
learned recently. Link, Link, one of the only characters to actually have a voice actress here, just for the typical grunts.
Yeah.
Her voice actress is actually the Japanese dubbed voice of Bobby Hill.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
So, and I learned this, and the very first thing that came to mind was Link going, "That's my purse! I don't know you!" And then kicking Ganon in the crotch.
Just
You know what?
kick
You know what?
Ganondorf
You know
in the
what?
nuts.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Yes.
do that. I'm gonna put that audio over a Smash Bros. Clip, and then do the forward smash death and with the effect. My favorite thing about that little that freeze frame effect that Smash Ultimate adds is that it's so easy. It's it just has a huge shit post value to it.
Oh, free.
Yes.
One of my favorite ones was there's just that kid is really going to town.
Dude, he needs to stop trying to fuck that rock.
He found a
Dick afterwards.
cut him some slack.
He has
Apparently, having trouble picking up the rock.
Or he's
He has trouble picking up rocks, and then there's just Link that just picks them
The
up.
thing is that Link doesn't even bend down to pick it up. He just does it from a standing.
and he's
lateral
holding it
pull.
over his head too.
Dude,
Yo, did you
his
guys-
triceps and his lats must be fucking gargantuan, bro.
This kid's
Link is
10
small.
and he's that buff already.
Dude, look at how
He's
far
so
he throws him. He throws it at such a high angle too.
Right?
That kid
And he's
is
not running or anything. He's not getting leverage. He's just
Z-
sheer muscle power.
like you Z targeted the kid you're next. Just
It's
throw him up the hill.
throws him into the fucking moon. And
You
that's
know
how
what? I
Majora's
think maybe
Mask
that guy just
started.
picked the wrong rock. He picked the rock that was, the tip of the iceberg. So it's buried very,
no.
very, very
Yeah,
deep.
Okay,
it's
no.
okay.
I got it. So
Unlucky
Massive.
he said that mean old Mito made him pick up those rocks. So maybe just to fuck with him, he deadbolted that one to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you,
That might
Mr.
be
No
them to kick
Fairy!
so
What's your
hard.
business with the Great Deku Tree? That's his voice. I'm convinced.
Okay.
Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What?
Well, thanks a lot for friggin' elf-splaining,
Why would he
Mr.
summon you
Einstein.
and not the Great Mito? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready?
Well, I don't see you having one, mister.
What? You're right, I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh!
So it's okay.
Why is equipped dark
You don't
blue?
have
That's tripping
Oh
me
my
out.
god, look at that sidestepping magic.
MC Hammer, eat your heart out.
Nobody beats Mito on the dance floor.
Mito says, "That's pretty impressive," but then he wipes his nose. But still lackluster compared to what I can do. And then he kills your whole family with his moves.
Oh my god.
How do you do that? Do you sniff them into your lungs?
Dude,
Yes.
No, wait, never mind. It wasn't that. It wasn't Luigi. It
Needle
was this other blonde elf that just kind of fucking appeared out of nowhere. She materialized right in front of us.
Oh,
What is
did
it?
she?
And I just kind of... I'm sorry. It was weird. I know she didn't literally materialize. She's not a ghost. She's not a ghost elf, but that'd be cool.
Suddenly corporeal.
That reminds me of when we were playing Left 4 Dead, Kiri, and that witch appeared right on your head.
She fucking did!
She spawned right on your head.
She spawned right on top of me, and I hated it.
Like, well, guess I'm gonna die.
I guess I'll die.
Here he comes phasing into existence.
What?
You did.
You're not allowed to leave this forest. The great Deku tree says that if a Kokiri leave the woods, he or she
Oh,
will
his face.
die.
What? That's
I feel
really
like
fucking dramatic.
I feel
The
like
hell?
he's probably
Yeah.
the best goalie the Kokiri village has ever fucking had. Like just nothing gets past him, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention
it looks like
another
the goalie's
common.
not there, but then all of a sudden he materializes and he just drop kicks the ball out like
Yeah.
boom, bitch, you thought.
Another common running gag is that I have a tendency to give characters the weirdest voices.
Evan's
I
great
really
at
like
voices.
that. I love the voices that you give to the characters when there's no actual, voice narration. I like that. I
Yeah,
really appreciate that 'cause it's fun.
Yeah.
Gabe pitches in on this too on occasion because
What's wrong with his face? I don't get it. Why
his
did he
his
materialize
bangs are
here?
covering
He's
his eyes.
brief.
But he's also got.
Anti-protest.
But I see what
Can't
you're
be
saying. He's also
talking.
got that chimp face going on as well.
He does look
I
like
don't
a
even
fucking.
know.
He does look like a mandrill. You're right.
He looks like an imp.
Spark
That's what he
Mandrill.
looks like.
Him.
Those are fucking. Hell.
Hey,
Let's go.
hang on a second. Okay,
You
so
fucking imp.
how come in the Ruby Spears cartoon, Spark Mandrill was the only Maverick to actually appear?
Because
out of-
he's like the
Fucking
coolest.
shadowboxing? What is he doing? Is he
Dude!
gonna punch that rocker or not?
Dude! You're telling me that he's cooler than, like, Boomer Kuwanger or Storm
Yes.
Eagle?
Yes, I'm telling you, he's cooler
Weird.
than Boomer Quanger.
Come back! You
He'll be
friggin'
back in a
coward!
sec.
Come back and
Give him-
punch
give
that
him
rock
a
like a
Hey,
I don't know, like a boy or something.
less like a prosimian, more like a gorilla.
Like
All
a
right.
small male child.
Alright, so here's a major thing, alright? I started playing this right off the heels of recording Mario 64. So sometimes I'll do some control things that would make sense in Mario 64, but not in this game. Not helping is that these games...
Oh, I see.
It can be
That-
hard to switch gears. It's okay.
If you crouch
Yeah.
and move in Mario 64, you start crawling. But, like, he just starts crawling on his own when he gets to one of those corridors.
oh.
So he's smarter than Mario. Got it.
Link? Okay, Ocarina of Time uses a very heavily modified Super Mario 64 engine.
Oh. So that's our connection between the last game we recorded and this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
although
found
the
it.
actual reason
Whoa, that
why...
was a big rock.
The actual reason why is because, we're
Oh
doing,
my god.
we're doing the trade-off. Once this commentary's
Iframes.
done, or at least, like, once we get, like, good progress in on it, we can start uploading again.
All right.
Where you're tanking. This is like Sen's Fortress and Dark Souls, except the hitboxes are not good.
Gabe,
He looks like he's just not rolling around. Why am I calling the rock he? It's not alive. Maybe it is. That's not-
It's not. It's sapient being Carrie.
Actually.
It probably is. Actually.
Not this
It makes
rock,
a turn
but,
corners
I
like
actually
that.
think it might be because it looks like it's hunting you down.
It does, and it also just turns without any explanation. There's no that boulder isn't following physics. I'm triggered.
we'll get into this. We'll get into this later.
Yeah,
okay.
that's a suspicious boulder.
Not
Yeah,
that
let's
boulder
just leave it.
specifically, but
Other boulders.
That boulder is gonna get interviewed
It's
by the
not a
FBI
boulder. It's a rock.
Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
Da-da-da-da.
You got a
later.
clip.
Yay!
You got a cleaver.
I like how every 2D Zelda game, like, Link would just, like, alright, open the chest, bam, da-da-da-da, and then, like, starting with this, all 3D games, like, huge build-up to, like, pulling it out.
Yeah. You got 5 rupees.
Oh my god, Wind Waker is the
Pathetic
worst when it comes to
$1
that.
Wind Waker is something else.
So what's the rupee to US dollar conversion rate?
We've talked about this and we don't know, dude.
Well, I mean, isn't rupee, like, actual Indian currency?
Is it?
Is.
Oh,
It
yeah, it
is
is.
an actual currency.
Yeah.
It's
So what's the
India.
conversion from Indian rupee to... Is
Let's
that
figure
what they
this
have
out.
on there? No, never mind.
No, the Indian rupee looks like it looks like it's a paper thing. So no, down in India they aren't trading gemstones. I mean, that does
Of course
sound really
not.
cool.
One
Alright,
Indian
I would
rupee
personally
is
think that was
1
cool.
cent USD.
roughly 1 cent.
What the fuck?
So 100 rupees is actually $1? Huh.
I think
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's worth noting that, like, the actual conversion is, like 1 Indian rupee is, like, 0.013.
It's a third...
Okay, so slightly more than 1 cent.
You just killed the sign.
Yeah.
It kill all of them.
Thrust attack. Good
Thrust
job.
attack. This is
Also-
rated PG.
What
are we rated?
Carry.
What are we rated?
We're
What's
totally
the
rated
rating?
F, dude. Do you know how many times I say fuck in like one sentence?
In 1 sentence? Well, you just said it once, so...
We're
I'm
we're
gonna
rated
go one
AO.
for one.
A
AO.
lot. Also, if I
Oh.
get really argumentative with the characters, I'm so sorry.
Kiri
I will-
turns into a sailor.
I get
Oh,
really anxious and I start I'm just mean to video game characters. I'm sorry, video game characters. I don't mean
It's
think I just have a really
They're
short
not
temper
real.
because I know they won't say anything.
exactly. They're not real. They can't hear you.
Listen,
I still
just
feel really bad.
don't worry if you say anything stupid, because we all say stupid things on the show.
Yeah, if you think you said something stupid, we all have probably said something worse at one point.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I also
Especially
just want
Gabe.
to say.
Especially
Well, the other thing is that if Evan's
for pretty
reading
dumb
and all of a
things.
sudden I start just getting in a makeshift argument with a character that's not even going to respond. I'm so sorry, Evan.
All
Oh,
right.
dude. Jam
So,
alert.
if this place is called Kokiri, is there a place called Kokiri?
There
Ha,
should be.
ha.
It's the forest
I'm
on the
gonna
other
make it.
side of the world.
Two different factions of the forest, I suppose. I don't know.
And then there's the Kevin and the Gabe.
There's
I was like, how do we make Gabe's work?
just the co-game forest.
Okay.
Coke Gabe.
Fun fact about the Kokiri shop theme, right? Senior year jazz band, I sit down and I start playing just like a pretty simple standard bossa nova groove, and one of the saxophonists, Ben, plays like he goes like da 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 da, which is like a Chick Corea part or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Chests.
and I said, "Hey Ben, do you know Legend of Zelda Ocarina?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Do you know the tune to Kokiri's shops?" And he was like, starts playing it on the sax. And for the entire rest of the lunch period, which is about 15 minutes, we just played that loop over and over and over again.
Dude, that
Oh my
sounds
god.
great.
One of my favorite things about, like, band class was always fucking learning, like, thinking about, like songs I like, trying, like, and just simply just learning them by ear to play them on my clarinet.
Mm-hmm.
I've
That's
been able
fun.
I can do them with, like, I know how to play, like, several very, like, specific songs, like the Forest Maze from Mario RPG, Stardust Speedway from Sonic CD, You and Owen Was Her from Toho. Those are my 3 examples.
Somebody
preemption.
please get that poor shopkeeper a stool to stand on.
Why is his head a triangle? Did he just have it looks like he just had what's the word? Wisdom teeth removed.
His cheeks are so
Oh my god,
Scary.
you're
His
actually
cheeks
right.
are so swollen.
Did somebody freaking
He's storing
come
nuts
in
for the
here and
winter.
punch him in the face?
Oh, I see.
Did somebody just like double fist punch the guy in the jaw or something?
It was
Is he
Mito.
okay?
Oh.
Mito did it because he couldn't last his dance skills.
Oh. And he
That's
took
why
his
he's
stool.
jumping. That's why he's jumping.
Oh.
He's training his legs.
Oh.
Okay, there's tree stumps there. Somebody please give him one to just so he can stop hopping.
Maybe he wants to do. Maybe he's doing pull-ups actually.
You know what? Okay, if he's gonna be standing behind that, I guess counter all day, then okay, I get it. That's fine.
Someone could just take a saw and take a little chunk off of that counter so he can have his.
I thought you were gonna
space
say
to-
just take it. I thought you were gonna say take a saw and take a chunk off of one of his legs so he stops jumping.
No! I'm trying to help him, you guys. I don't know what you're doing, but.
You can't be hopping when you're leaning.
If you want to see the Grey Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good
look who
grief!
this fucking
Yada yada does it.
Yada yada yada.
Well, even with all that stuff, I, the Great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Luigi and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble.
Luigi and the Deku Tree.
Oh, yeah,
Legend of Zelda, Luigi and the Deku
I'm
Tree.
sorry, I didn't mean that.
Oh, he's just saying that again. Fuck you. I don't want to like you.
My fairy's purple. Suck my dick.
Piranha plant.
Oh, that.
Are those
Okay.
roses? Or tulips?
Yes, those
They
are
are
roses.
Deku
Oh, it's
Babas.
a Deku stick.
And they are very, very, very bad roses.
What did you call them, Evan?
They're called Deku Babas, the plant enemies.
Deku Babas.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
They're in the
Deku Robert Oz.
Stop.
Deku,
I will not stop.
Deku Babas, then well, if we're going by the Chinese word for
Deku Tree,
dad.
I'm back.
so Deku dads?
Oh. Deku Dad.
Giant.
Oh, Navi, thus how remembered. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee.
Kill.
Because he's like a father figure and Link is voiced by Bobby.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it.
Thou
Link,
hast
the
felt
time
it.
has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to fetch me my ladder.
Sounds like a Hank Hill
Very
reading
recording.
from the Old Testament.
Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? Then enter, brave Link, and thou, too, Navi.
That better be a medium rare steak.
He's gonna bore you.
Navi the
better
fairy,
have
thou
plenty
must
of
assist
W-
Link, and
no, not
Link, when
W40,
Navi speaks,
propane.
use up
Oh,
C
yes.
to listen well to her words of wisdom.
Well, fucking what if I don't want to, Deku Tree?
That boy ain't right, I tell you
That
what.
boy-
In we go.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Gosh dang it, Barbie, it's all toilet sounds.
There goes that Goku kid again, charging up his spirit bomb. Dale, fetch me my ladder. I'm gonna go give him a piece of my mind.
Oh, oh damn it, the video just closed out. Why?
That's the
That's
end.
because it ended.
That's the end.
Oh,
What?
it did?
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
shit,
Next
I'm
time on
sorry.
Smash Team
I-
Games, we do. We
Another
go
video?
inside the tree and do things that can be done inside of a tree.
Silly Evan,
Like-
we are inside the tree.
Exists.